I should clarify I'm making this video because I love the Powerpuff Girls. I don't remember watching much episodes of the Powerpuff Girls, but I'm 100% sure I remember watching the movie, which I love the movie, and I did not know that people didn't really like the movie that much. I didn't know it did bad. It's also been 20 years since they've been in a movie, so I'm older than the movie, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. The point is that we're finally getting another movie, and Warner Brothers confirmed it. The show, of course, was originally created by Craig McCracken, and it involves three superhero children named Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, and they were created by the professor. Oh, rip the professor's voice actor. I'll miss him. Anyways, the Professor Utonium, Professor U or whatever, he created the girls because he wanted children, and now they protect the city of Townsville from various threats. Namely sometimes Mojo Jojo, which they actually do dive into his backstory in the 2002 movie, but the show did first premiere in 1998 with 6 seasons in total. That's impressive, by the way. And then they did find more success with some TV specials, and of course, the movie, and not to mention, of course, an anime. They had an anime. Also, shout out to the Powerpuff Girls for giving us Ace, because if we didn't have Ace, I don't know who would replace Murdoch and Gorillas. Yes, that is lore we're going to get into at some point. But yes, canonically speaking, the Powerpuff Girls and Gorillas are technically in the same universe. How do they do that? I think they said that... I don't remember what they said. This isn't a video about Gorillas right now. During the studio's presentation at the 2026 Annecy Festival, per discussion film, Warner Brothers Animation announced that they're developing a new Powerpuff Girls movie. News of the film's development comes after multiple, and I mean multiple, attempts to reboot the show that were scrapped in development, as well as 7 years after the last reboot series came to a close, that really inappropriate one. I say inappropriate because I never liked it in the first place. Getting rid of Miss Bellum and the twerking and the grooming and the... Now, the desire to bring back the girls in some capacity is actually quite understandable, considering how successful the original series was, having earned 6 Emmy nominations, winning 3 of them, and being Cartoon Network's longest-running franchise to date. Moreover, with the continued success of the superhero genre, thanks to everything from the MCU to The Boys, having something in the genre appealing to younger viewers is a sensible move. That being said, though, there are a lot of hurdles that the movie is going to have to overcome on the way to the screen. The franchise has unfortunately had some troublesome runs this past decade, beginning with the 2016 reboot that sucked so horribly, not even just because they recasted the girls. I should clarify right now that, well, they didn't do a bad job, and yes, they were bad. That isn't the main issue with the reboot. And if you want to learn more about it, I'm sure there's videos out there about it. But the worst thing, in my opinion, was when they tried to add a 4th sister. Again. Now, granted, I miss Bunny from the OG series, but this new one, I did not like her, and there was no need to make her, because that just completely changes the lore of the show. But besides the god-awful reboot in 2016, CW spent 3 years trying to develop a live-action Powerpuff Girls series, which would set the trio in their 20s, having gone their separate ways after becoming disillusioned with their superhero duties. And they're going to be led by Chloe Bennett, Dove Cameron, and Yana Perrault, all hailing from Diablo Cody and Heather Regner. The show obviously never made it beyond the pilot stage, with Nexstar canceling the project, and then Warner Brothers TV later scrapping any further development. But of course, that isn't the biggest hurdle this movie has to face. This movie has to face the fact that the previous movie we got unfortunately didn't do well for some reason. The movie came out, of course, in 2002, and it saw mixed to positive reviews from critics, with some feeling it was too violent and generally an extended episode, and it also underperformed at the box office, only grossing $16 million against its $11 million production budget, largely due to facing some competition from movies like Lilo and Stitch, Hey Arnold the Movie, and of course the most goated movie of all time, live action Scooby-Doo. And of course, another problem is that the film is gonna have to probably recast Professor Utonium, since the actor who played him, Tom Kane, did unfortunately pass away. And while it's likely that they will obviously simply recast the character, much in the way they recasted the three girls for the 2016 series, his passing is sure to bring something of a somber note to the production. So I'm a little hoping that they're going to dedicate the film to him in a way, because he was the heart and soul of the whole show. So, with only the announcement of the film currently from the studio, one of the biggest questions now, and this is the biggest one, is how this movie will tie into the wider franchise. It's also not yet known if Craig McCracken will have any involvement with the new film, nor whether it'll be connected to the OG show, or act as a setup for the new reboot series he's been developing for the past few years. In my opinion, I think that this movie should tie into the reboot series he wants to make, because the 2002 movie, in a way, is a prequel to the show, if you really look at it that way, since it shows you how the girls were made, how they adjusted, how they had to fight their first villain, which is Mojo Jojo, who's technically their brother in a way, because Professor Utonium owned him. So would he be like an no? Wouldn't be like an uncle. They got a weird relationship going on, Professor Utonium and Mojo Jojo. We got some questions here. But yeah, I think that they'll probably have to connect this movie to the reboot series that Craig McCracken wants to make. Solely because we already have a movie connecting to the OG series, which is the 2002 movie. So if we're going to reboot the series again, we should make a movie that ties into the series to perfectly connect it in a way. It's kind of like not actually, yeah. It kind of is like How to Train Your Dragon, because How to Train Your Dragon got some shows after the movies. Not after the third one, obviously. We don't talk about that show. We don't talk about it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this upcoming movie. I hope it does good. I'm a little excited for other movies though. I'm excited for the Betty Boop one we're getting soon, and the Hello Kitty one. But that just might be me. And yeah.